You guys are good.
Aura versus Kalamazoo.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, Domino Effect 22.
Yeah, no, it was wild. But yeah, ever since then, I feel like his Sheik like counts as one of his like I'm serious characters.
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
Because when you have someone like who's so good that they have secondaries that can top 8 at ass, but like you don't like at Ghost Town, Derek was playing mostly Fox, and I think he got top 8 there as well, and like 3-0'd some like PR players in Oregon with his Fox.
Yeah.
But it's still like not him trying, you know. Like obviously he was trying, but it wasn't his most serious best foot forward. But I do think that even when he puts the Sheik out, like that is him trying his hardest to win.
Absolutely. This is a rematch for winners finals, winners side rather.
Okay. What was the second count in winners?
I don't remember. Yams and Christ were talking about it afterwards, and it seemed like Yams was very confident, and Christ was feeling a little shaky on it.
It was a 2-0 in winners.
Yes.
Is what I'm seeing looking at brackets.
And but it seems like Christ has picked it up since then. He's kind of popping off.
Yeah. I do think that these two, in terms of their set history,
Is it fairly even?
it goes back and forth. I think at the beginning of this year, it was Christ favored. Like they would go last stock, last hit. Christ would be at 150, and Yams just couldn't finish. He couldn't get that final kill.
Absolutely.
And I also Christ is really good at surviving a long time. Like not even just versus Marth, just in general. Versus characters that like should kill him more, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh. And we're kind of seeing some of that momentum now. Oh my god.
Knox.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No better way to lose your stock at 130 than just being off stage. With a side B. Oh my god, not like this.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Still gonna have to work hard.
This matchup feels extremely even up until the moment that Falcon's off stage. I feel like Marth has such an easy time dismantling Falcon.
Oof. Yeah, no, I mean, in terms of neutral, like, I do think that the fact that Marth has a really good grab, really good dash dance, and then just, like, the biggest sword in the game, it's hard for Muscle Man.
It's rough. It's rough on these streets for Muscle Man.
It's rough on these streets for Muscle Man. But if he can put hands on Marth, the Marth will die. And on the other hand, Falcon's got all this myriad of different defensive counterplay that he can do and make it really difficult for the Marth can hit him a lot of times. But if you don't close the stock, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They are keeping it even on stocks, though. I love that, though. Both these players want it. They're definitely not trying to get out of bracket.
Oh my lord! It looks like
doesn't even tip her. Okay, that one.
that one, yeah.
And it's still technically not over, but it's looking pretty rough.
Yeah, one more
that
shot.
back,
Yeah, that
back
was it. Yeah.
feel it. Yeah, no.
Peace out, boss. Love you.
We still have buttons. We do. I was gonna say we used to have buttons that would update the score. I think that's
We used
from
to
a
be
time
on
in the
top of the
past.
world.
Well, it was actually very janky because I think these buttons were causing static images of 1, 2, and 3 to appear on the top layer or not.
Oh, what the? It seems like we looked away for just a split second, and Crisis somehow died. I don't think he was happy about it either. It didn't seem like...
It must have been nasty.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah. That's 2 quick ones. And this ledge play is very frightening.
Let's go garlic.
No, we love garlic.
It is my favorite allium.
Yeah, it's very powerful. It's not as accessible or as hardy as onions, which you gotta put some respect on the onions. But
Chat, what's your favorite allium? Go ahead and type it in the chat.
Okay, let's go.
That's...
Thanks for the invite to your D&D session, by the way.
Yeah. You remember when we tried to host like a 28-man D&D session?
I do. Oh my god, that game.
A 42-man D&D session?
Like a minute and a half. It was only a minute. It was barely crested a minute. That's rough.
Let's see if Bryce can put his beans back in the bowl.
Okay, Connor, what if I co-DM'd with you? Um,
I can't believe Connor thought they could run a 72-man
that
PhD
was
session.
it was the one session we did was fire, but it was one. I mean, it's hard, and it was also this was like virtual over voice chat,
Yeah.
cams on stuff, and it was genuinely 15 people. Like that's not an exaggeration.
Price taking the first stock back? Or first stock?
I think like the pacing of a Dungeons and Dragons session is like the inverse of an exponential growth based on the number of players. So it's like, yeah, the more players you have, just the harder it is to do literally anything. On the flip side, though, that means you have to prepare a lot less as DM until randomly you just steamroll through a bunch of content and you're like, oh, what the hell? Where am I? Okay, but speaking of steamrolling through content, this game is coming away from us almost as fast as the set has. Oh, we got into catching him again. Like this is rough. And you can see it on Christ's face that he's not necessarily happy about how a lot of these interactions are going down.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's a really sussy little piece of paper there.
Yeah.
It's fairly supported by that computer, but people lean on it more than I think they should.
Yeah. Is this like supposed to be for like a bed frame? Like the backing of a bed?
Yeah, I think it was like actually I don't know what it originally is. It kind of looks like it was like a futon something or other.
Ooh.
Just keeping it tight. I think Yamasaki losing so handily to that second hit reversing is insane. But losing so handily to Derek is like put a fire in Yamasaki. But I feel like
Ooh.
we've sort of been in a period lately where between Stiv, God's Only Son, and Yamasaki, there's kind of like fairly tight competition.
Yeah.
Stiv being at the top, but both Christ and Yamasaki like being able to be a threat to that.
Yeah.
And just getting so handily, like I feel like for me that's like motivation when you're like, wow, I just got completely crunched. Like I'm not even close to the pinnacle.
Absolutely. I think it's really cool that each of those representatives are also like playing like some of just separate, very different characters as well. If only we had a Sheik that was good enough to be the fourth.
Yeah.
That'll be me someday, Dad.
Yeah. That's main character time. Male.
Holy moly.
Unsafe nairs.
As a good Christian, I'm always rooting for Christ. Complete bias.
And since Yamasaki is my biological father, I gotta root for him.
And because Yams is Italian and I'm Greek, I think in the lore, we have beef.
Yeah. You have beef? The
Yeah.
Italians are beefing with the
Greeks, yes.
I suppose. I don't know much about Mediterranean
That's fair, yeah.
geopolitical relations. Ooh. Okay, kind of stuck up on the platform,
Oh.
but you're such a neutral. Getting a grab after that?
People talk about how big Marth's grab is, but people don't talk about how massive his get-up attack is.
I also...
Probably because it's not as good,
Yeah,
but...
it is massive. It's huge. And it hits on both sides of
Ooh.
him in such a obnoxious way sometimes.
Yeah.
Really very razor's edge. If he had not drifted back down to Randall, he was going to get back here to stomp to death.
It does seem like Christ is gathering his beans slowly.
Yeah.
And they are slowly starting to get back in the bowl.
Okay. Yep. I like that. Double down tilt to double back air. Ooh. Oh no, that's
Oh
everything.
no.
We won. Wow. We are just tearing through these games.